Well, howdy, everybody. Teresa here. Brad is outside. He's working his way in. He's taking out a bit of trash. We just got home, and the dogs are anxiously awaiting for him to come inside. Especially Charlie. Yes, don't look at my hair. It's a mess. I've been out doing all kinds of stuff. But Charlie he'll pace and keep watching Brad and stuff. Um, a few changes in our household. Not as far as anybody being here or anything. I'm doing a vlog, honey. Bradley. I'm doing a video.
Oh, okay.
So,
Hi.
so, I'll talk about that in a little bit. But like I said, we just got home. We usually like maybe once a week we'll have lunch out. Now, I'll talk about dollars and cents and what we do as far as to make ends meet. In that regard, here in a bit, and it looks like it's gonna storm out. Why don't I do the weather real quick, and then talk about some different stuff. And I'll show you the clamshells, because Brad brought in the plants. I wanted them to stay outside, but I see why you brought them in. Yeah. I want to do that. I want to do the weather. Let's see. Right now, that's not what I wanted either. There we go. Right now, it is 72 degrees. Feels like 72. The high today will be 77. The low tonight will be 36. Let's see. No expected rain today, but boy, man, that sky is starting to darken up, and the wind has picked up a little bit. Humidity is low at 33%. Wind is 18 miles per hour, moderate from the west. Sunrise would be at 6:30 a.m. Sunset would be at 7:50 p.m. I left your drink over there by in front of the TV.
Oh, thank you.
And let's see what tomorrow will be. Mostly sunny. Be a lot cooler though. It'll be 61 degrees and the low will be 36. So yeah. If you can wheel those over here, that would be. I see where you're gonna have to move a few boxes, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. The dog knocked those down.
Yeah.
Let me plug in my phone. We decided for now not to order new phones. I'd like to put it off for as long as possible because that's just another added expense. As long as I can keep this plugged in mainly. And then I've learned too, if I turn off my data, let's see, my data saver. Oh, no, because that'll do that. My mobile data, if I turn that off, then I seem to save a lot more, not only data, but battery life. Don't make sure that, like, if you have a wallpaper, it's not a moving wallpaper, because that really wears on your battery and stuff. So, but we're going to put that off as long as we can. Right, honey?
Yep.
Because, we just don't really have. Well, I mean, we could, but I don't want to have stuff be. I moved that garbage can for you. Super tight on us.
Yeah. We're trying to keep our living expenses as economical as
Right,
possible.
because I mean, we're on a fixed income, and this is what it's going to be and stuff. And so yeah, we're making steps toward that. Move this empty box. What was in that Walmart box, hun, was I'll show you guys in a minute. Is big thing of fabric softener.
So they use that big box for that little tiny
That
box?
and these two things, and I finally got some white paint, and then this is like, it's not spray Mod Podge, but it's similar. It's just a little cheaper. I thought that might be a little bit easier. Take those out on a non-windy day. And can you?
Yeah, I got that right here.
I know, but I don't want it on the road.
Okay. Yeah, give me a second.
Okay. I got some light plants and some Bonnie, and these are the rest of my tomato plants. So, I'm anxious to. Brad opened up the other ones. I did, so I want to open these. Oh, easy, honey, easy.
Okay.
It can get kind of hard with all the extra equipment in here that Brad needs, but we make do. Just set it down, hon.
I got a box knife.
No, I don't need a box knife. I have a pair of scissors.
You're a tough guy, huh?
Let's open this up. It's a great big box. It's fresh plants. We have to be out cleaning out the Jeep when UPS pulled up with these. And I was just telling Brad that I hadn't gotten a chance to show you guys the clamshells that these. If you order the Bonnie plants, which are the bedding plants that you'll see in Walmart, like Lowe's, you know, it's a very popular brand. But so, let me pull one out. Oh. This is the clamshell that they come in, but you'll get a little better quality of plants. They haven't been through as much wear and tear, where they've been, you know, everybody else has undone the clamshells and stuck them in stuff, and so they're a little healthier. These are tomatoes.
And one of the things that when we've gone into stores to buy plants, I don't know how many times we walk in there and the plants are just so dry.
And I love the smell of tomato plants. I always have. But this is they're called sun sugar. It is the yellow cherry tomatoes. So I got 4 of those. These look really good. Look like they're in really good shape. And then I got 4 of. See, it's gonna be hard to tell until I undo. They need to be. Let's see. What is it? Oh, this is celebrity hybrid tomato. These are just your classic tomato, but they're not like the big boy, you know, or the better boy. These are just called celebrity hybrid tomato. They're a little bit faster growing. They don't smell the same as the other ones.
Really?
I mean, they do, but they don't. This is a little bit. The yellow tomato plants, if you smell their leaves, they smell a little bit sweeter. Now, I have a really sensitive nose, but they smell a little bit sweeter to me than this celebrity hybrid. Boy, the wind's really picking up.
Ask them to smell it.
Here, smell. See, swift, whiff, whiff. That's the yellow cherry tomato. Now, this is your celebrity hybrid. Whiff, whiff, whiff. Do you smell the difference? Because I know you do. A little bit sweeter. Oh, man, the other day smelling that sweet basil. Oh, Lord.
And the mint.
And then yesterday we were outside and I was watering the mint and the lemon balm and I was like, oh, yeah. Love the smell. Love. Charlie, come here. Charlie, you want to smell these?
Oops,
Charlie always has to smell everything. Charlie, come smell these. Look at him, honey. Here, smell that one. He's a sniffer. So anyway, that's what I got. 4 of each kind. So we'll finish unboxing them and give them a good drink.
Ow.
Normally I set them outside. I may set them outside, but the wind would have to calm its ass down.
I didn't know the wind had an ass.
Mm-hmm. You may ask, oh, shh. That's when you get the tornadoes and stuff. That's a wind gust from the patootie.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, that's what these clamshells, and these are really big clamshells. These are just, you know, you hate to throw them all away, but I don't know what else you would do with them.
I don't know either.
You know, I mean, so anyway, that's what came in there, and like I said, it was just, I will order what I can from Walmart.com because it's easier to have them ship it and bring it up to my porch step. Sometimes you get a better deal because you'll get, like, yesterday came in with a can of coffee, a couple bags of we love the Russell Stover sugar-free caramel mixes. You know, we really regulate how many we eat. Like, if I eat 3 pieces in a night, I've eaten a lot. And let's see, 2 things of instant coffee, 3 things of sweetener, the equal type, but it's a great value. And I had to look because I'm like, why did I get 2 things of instant coffee? It was a special deal where you bought it was a 2-pack, and it was actually cheaper that way, and the same with the sweetener. But I will do stuff like that, like this fabric softeners I picked up, I got it on a really good deal. I spend a lot of time researching. I do, but I figure that's kind of my job to save money and economize as much as I can. This brings us to okay, say you want to go out to lunch once a week with your spouse. Now, restaurant and fast food prices have really, really, really increased, at least in our area. And I mean, to an asinine proportion of they want $8.59 for a chicken ranch footlong at Subway. There seems to be no special deals going on anymore. That's just insane to me. I am not paying that for a sandwich. I will bake the bread. I just shared with you on Facebook the recipe of the sub sandwiches,
Oh,
the
okay,
bread. Um, but I will make my own and have it be exactly how I want it. But so what we do is I figure, okay, I look at a lot of menu prices, things I'd like to eat, and then it's like, okay, we have $50. We can either go spend $10 a lunch combined for 5 weeks, or we can go out one time. And if it's really something that we're really dying for, let's buy the ingredients and make it here at home. It's more intimate that way, and we'll get it exactly how we want it when we want it. So, that's what we do. It's like, Wendy's has a biggie bag, Taco Bell has their $5 cravings, Pizza Hut has their small pizza with I think it's a 1 liter pop or something like
oh,
that.
okay,
Remember, we've gotten that before.
yeah.
I think Little Caesars does. If you look around, there's a lot of restaurants that have lunch specials. Because I'm sorry, and I know and I understand that a lot of these fast food places and restaurants are really struggling because of the pandemic. But we all are. And their workers are getting paid more and more, you know. But there's only so much money to go around. I need to save that money for my co-pays and for my drugs. I mean, yes, we have health insurance, but still, it only covers so much on prescription drugs. So I mean, you already got to jump through enough hoops to get prescribed something that your insurance actually covers, and then you may be left paying like $30 for my muscle relaxers for 1 month, and that's with the insurance. So it really makes a big difference. We don't go out. We don't go out at night. First off, neither one of us really want to drive in the dark, and it's a lot harder to help Brad, get to a vehicle and stuff in the dark. And I don't see very well to walk on uneven ground and stuff either. And that's why we have TVs. And that's why we pay a couple subscription services, well, Hulu and Netflix, and we have the Amazon Prime, but we don't count that because we use that for ordering stuff. But, it's just about how you look at life and how you want to spend your money, because you have so much money coming in a month. And how do you want to spend it? And this month and the last month have really been an eye-opening experience for me because I wasn't prepared for the amount of copays and the amount of prescription drug costs. It's been really high, especially the prescription meds have been really high. And we're not talking about our insulin and stuff. We're talking about just all the others. And so you got to conserve and, make the most of it. And then, go ahead.
I don't know how these people do it that don't have insurance.
Oh, there's a lot of special programs out there.
Are there?
Yeah. But that's where you're finding so many people going to emergency rooms because they don't have a normal primary care doctor, because they don't have insurance. I mean, especially if you've lost your job
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, Florida did have better programs for that kind of stuff than here, at least in the county we were in.
Yeah.
And that's how we started going to the clinic we went to
Yeah.
down in Panacea. It was set up for that. But it's really is something else. And I've also changed my thinking about Brad's disability because we've kind of been, and I've not hidden that we've had some influx and some disagreements about. Um, my husband's really changed, and it's nothing he can help, but whatever disease or whatever he has is really taking a toll on him, not only physically but mentally. And he does need more sleep than he used to. He used to be the one that didn't need as much sleep, and I needed more. And but he needs more sleep, and just being prepared for what the future may hold. And I have become lately a lot more physically active in the house, doing a lot more housework, more cooking. Like that, we were out earlier, both of us cleaning out the Jeep because we had thrown a bunch of trash, and I don't know why, because we've always both hated that. But we've thrown a bunch of trash and stuff in the back of the Jeep. We needed to lay down the seats and stuff. And so we were both out there, and I was cleaning out the Jeep, and I was wiping it down and stuff. And I mean, just the more I become involved in doing more stuff, physically in the house and stuff, the more I want to do. And the more I understand, of what Brad can do and what he can't do. We always find things for him still to do. But, there's some things like I get up now earlier in the morning because I like to. And I like that kind of alone time. Because Brad will sleep for maybe 2 to 3 hours more than I do. It depends on the day. If I'm real tired, I may not get up until we both get up. But if he doesn't have a doctor's appointment or anything, I just let him sleep now until, noon or 1. I mean, you're usually up a little before noon, but I let him sleep. And that gives me time. I come out here and I work on my diamond painting. I wake up, I get the coffee going. I might, be doing some dishes or whatever. And that way, when he wakes up, he's a lot more alert. We can visit and stuff. I've had my alone time. It's kind of a win-win situation, and because he does have more stomach problem and more, just almost like a cold symptom. And his body is just physically a lot more tired. I think we don't realize how much it takes out of you just to even move,
Yeah.
energy wise. It's
Yeah.
not like you just easily getting out of a chair now,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, and it was like when I just got out of the Jeep, if I've been sitting for a while, um, then this left hip really, really stiffens up,
Mhm.
and it's very, very painful.
Mhm.
So that's why you'll see me holding on to the roof rails
Mhm.
and, to get used to that upright
Right.
position
Right.
for the pain to go away.
Yeah. And I just kind of let him do his thing. He always hands me the keys so I can go ahead and get in the house and get these dogs settled down
Right.
because they're going ballistic because they know we're home.
Yeah.
Like today, I brought home some chicken nuggets for the dogs. I don't do that very often, but they were just some we had left over for lunch, and they were just thrilled to death. Um, but it's just Brad can't help the way his body is, and for a long time, I have a hard time with change, and it has to be almost kind of my idea, or I feel like it's my idea that our lifestyle is changed, you know. But we're each other's best friends, and one of the things is we watch more movies together. We try to watch something every day together. Okay, we love watching police chases on YouTube. I'm gonna admit it. We do. And I don't really get going, and I don't realize I'm getting so going, and I'm like, why didn't you? Because just like you could have, done the pit move on him, and it's like, why did you box him in? But yeah, usually every night we either watch a movie or we watch police chases or something like that. And you know, I fell asleep last night watching police chase. It was not a very interesting one,
No,
evidently,
no.
but that means a lot. And while we're doing that, I'll be on my bed, Brad will be on his bed, and he'll rub my feet or whatever, and that's really always so nice. But it's just making the most out of what you have because you don't know what's coming around the corner. Bad, good or bad, you want to make sure that each day you've done as much as you could, and you've enjoyed each other because we're getting to the age where some of our friends have had their spouses pass away. Most of our friends have had their parents pass away, and I mean, you don't know what's around the corner. You know, I kind of feel like, are you the next one to be diagnosed? Not you specifically, but are you the next one to be diagnosed with cancer? When you look in your whole circle of friends, you probably already know somebody that has cancer or has had cancer. I can count numerous people. You know, you better enjoy every day and you better enjoy each other because you don't know how long. A year ago, you couldn't have told us that Brad would be using a walker or a rollator or two canes to get around. A year ago, it was a cane.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm lucky I still have him here. He's lucky he still has me here. We didn't know back in June, you didn't know if I was going to make it. So doing that and becoming as physically active as I am becoming anymore, I mean, I can flat get after it now doing some housework, yo. Right, honey?
Right.
I mean, I might be dying later, and I'm learning to tell Brad when I'm getting exhausted doing something. When something feels overwhelming. Or something like I used to want to clean a little bit of the house each day. I really hate that because I really selfishly would like to have a whole day to either paint or do a craft, or we've been spending a lot of time outside and doing gardening and stuff. And so I would rather, like today, we're going to clean house. It's all going to be nice and spick and span, and because tomorrow morning at 8:15, Mr. Heidi has a wound care. Is it tomorrow morning?
I thought so.
Or is it Thursday, babe?
Tomorrow is Thursday.
Lord Almighty. Wow. Why? I knew that too. Wow. Yeah, so tomorrow morning he's got wound care. And I want to go with him because they've been threatening they're going to put a cast on him. And I told him last time, I told the doctor, you can't put a regular cast on him. Because I asked him what kind were they going to put a walking. He goes, no, regular. I'm like, he can't. He can't manage with the crutches. You can't do that. I mean, I told him, I said, he's got a significant disability. It's like the doctor watched him using the rollator walking in. I don't know if he just thought that was for shits and giggles or what. But, so I got to make sure, because Brad hates going to the doctor, and he gets a white coat syndrome, and he just, almost like a panic, he just wants to get the F out of there. Well, that's great, but then somebody's got to kind of, you know, uh, speak up for him and say, hey, can't do that because a man needs to still be able to walk. So.
Yeah, and I have a tendency to brain lock up.
Yeah, you do. You do. You can't help it, but it's just, he had a really crappy doctor growing up, and, so I need to go with him tomorrow morning. I don't know if I have to go with him with the primary care doctor or not. Don't look at me like that. Really? Okay, I will. You would go with me. You'll like her. I really think you will. But anyway, so tomorrow is doctor day for Brad. Friday, doctor day for me.
Yeah, you got an early appointment Friday, don't you?
Not as early as yours tomorrow morning.
Oh,
We've got to get up. I don't care if we have to beat each other. Get up out of that bed. But so yeah, I've got to go with him. But yeah, just accepting the disability and all that's with it, and you know, he's doing the best he can. I'm doing the best I can. You know.
and I really appreciate everything you do.
Thank you.
You work your tail off.
It feels good to be able to be more active. It feels good to know I can go outside and plant a bunch of plants, or that I can help clean out the Jeep. These are all things I didn't think I could do any longer. Or that I can clean the house and stuff. One of us, I kept saying to you guys, one of us has got to be able to do stuff because, you know, and that's just the way it is. I mean, if the roles were reversed, you would do, you know, you're a better person than I am. I already know that. I feel like you are.
Nope.
I do. I really feel like you are.
Nope.
I feel like there's a lot of improvement for me. I really do. I'm being just sincere. You know, I wasn't taught how to handle emotion, and I wasn't taught. This is all formed. I wasn't taught to be loving and caring by anybody. Is even as wonderful as my grandmother was, you always noticed she didn't really, give any attention to my grandfather with his legs or any of that. I mean, I know she did early on in their marriage, and who knows, whenever nobody was around, maybe things were different, but I was not taught to have empathy and all of that. It's just something that I've taught myself, you know. And sometimes I've become too much of a people pleaser. I'm learning finally now at my ripe old age of 56 that, you know, to be there for other people, but then also be there for yourself and know what your limits are, and it's okay to say, hey,
Yeah.
And I do that with Brad. I'll say, hey, like he was trying to get me to put down one of the seats in the Jeep, and I just couldn't get the headrest off. I don't have the arm strength to anything like that. Really hurts. So, you know, yes, right. It's just bad enough that.
I got all set up and fixed. So.
Yeah, and I said I can't do that, but I'm gonna jump here in front and finish clean out the front of the Jeep and wipe down windows and dashboards and all that kind of stuff. So they needed it so bad. Put in the air freshener, tidy up stuff. I still got to go out there and vacuum that Jeep out. I need to take some real glass cleaner and do those windows better. But we could finally see out of the windshield. That was nice. We're really learning our way around. So that's nice too. We went and while we ate lunch, we went at the called City Lake, and a bunch of ducks and geese there. And we like to go and watch them. You can feed them if you want to put money into the thing, and you only feed them the approved food, that they sell.
Did you notice the sign on those feeders?
Uh-uh.
They had a big sign on all of them that said "bread kills."
That's what I've heard. I mean, you always thought that's what you should feed them, but I guess not.
Yeah.
So, it's really fun to watch them, though. They're so beautiful. They really are. We saw some little baby ones. Love all the little baby animals. So
The
all
people down the road that have the little
the
goats.
little baby goats. They're so cute. I want to take one home. Brad was, or not Brad. You're not. The dog's name is not Brad. The dog's name is Charlie.
Sometimes
Charlie
Brad
would sniffer that goat to death, probably, right, Charlie? I'm not gonna get a pig most likely, because unless one of you guys got a baby pig you want to send this way, because they're like $500 start now. You know how many dogs I could rescue for that much money? Yeah, it'd be a whole lot of dogs. So I don't know. We just leave stuff how it is for a while. I'm not going to get anything until, hopefully not for a long time when we don't have either dog. But hopefully they live for another 6-7 years at least, even though they're 9 now. But anyway, that's what's going on in our life. You guys want to come and help us clean house, you're more than welcome to. And sometime tomorrow, Brad has contacted, because they said there were extra keys in our paperwork for this house, and Brad looked and looked and looked. Well, then we got a problem with the floor, because the trailer has settled enough now that the linoleum in the kitchen is bubbling up. Bubbling crude, not crude, but, So we were contacting him about that. So all of a sudden, then tomorrow, they found the keys, and they want to drop them off. And I'm like, no, I don't care. As long as we get the house clean, I don't care. I guess I can go hide in the bedroom with the dogs, because I would have to, so the dog doesn't eat Donald. No, he's fine if we tell him to calm down.
Tell him it's okay.
Yeah, tell him leave it be. Charlie Ann, he's ignoring me. He's over there in front of the door, watching.
Is that Charlie or Nixie?
That's Charlie. Or no, it's Nixie. Oh, Charlie's right there. Sorry, Charlie. He's like, Mom, yeah, come sniffer the tomato plant some more, Charlie. I'm sorry. He's like, God, come here, Nixie. What are you doing, big girl? Yeah, so anyway, that's what we got going on in our life. Now that bored y'all to death. So, that's me. Don't look at my skunk stripe. I still have not decided what I'm doing with his hair. But if you notice, I didn't make an appointment to have them do it. Babe, that's would be probably over $100. I just can't part with that kind of money right now. Right, Charlie? Charlie, looking all regal.
He's disappointed you didn't recognize his butt.
I thought that was your butt, Charlie. I didn't realize it was Nixie's butt. All I could see was the tail, too, and I didn't see the end of it where it was bushy. Charlie's starting to really gray around the muzzle and stuff. Aren't you, Charlie? Just one side of your face is going gray around your eye. What's wrong with that? Huh? So, anyway, I want to let you guys go, but, because I'm excited about doing this housework. I can hardly wait. Brad's going to help me.
Yes, ma'am.
I'd rather have you be the vacuumer.
Okay.
Okay, I'll help you pick it up so you don't have to do a million bend overs. And we got to flatten some boxes anyway. So, we got to do something with these tomato plants. I'm not sure what to do with them. They really need to harden off. But man, it's going to get down to 36 tonight. I don't think I want them to be out there. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with them the next night. It's going to get down to 36 too.
Figure out something brilliant.
Well, they'll probably be okay. They're supposed to be. Gotta let them fly sometime.
Gotta cut the cord.
They gotta make it. Oh, my dang strawberry things are still not showing up, man. Quit looking at my stripe on my head, people. I know. Especially you in back there. I see you. Yeah. Okay? Okay, okay. I know.
You tell them not to look, and then you show them.
Look. Don't look. Look. Don't look. All right. Love you guys. I do cherish your friendship so very much. Hey, Carol, I'm not going to make it tomorrow morning. I will text you. We're going to have to maybe do that Friday morning because I got to look and see what my appointment is. So maybe Friday afternoon. So anyway, or maybe Thursday later when I get home after I go with Mr. to new primary care doctor. So, okay, honey?
Okay.
All right. Love you guys. Cherish your friendship so very much. Think you're awesome. Say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.